Hi you guys, how's it going? It's Dan again. I I've been trying to upload videos that I'm recording all these videos in a short span of time, but it's taken me so long to try and get these online because YouTube has been acting up, and yeah, that's just the case. And I thought my iPad was messing up. Okay, my hair's all screwed up, I know. Okay, I just wanted to make this random video because all these videos are part of a bigger whole. Until I get a sort of structure where I'm definitively tackling segments that are specific. Right now I'm tackling the brain, MBTI, which I've labeled in the titles of the videos that I've already recorded. In this video I want to talk about fluid intelligence versus crystallized intelligence. I already mentioned the difference between white matter in the brain, gray matter in the brain, and it sort of correlates to that. So you can research fluid intelligence and my dog wants to go inside. All right, so fluid intelligence. Usually not go outside anymore. Go outside, baby. Go outside. Fluid intelligence. What is fluid intelligence, and how do we use it? So, when you think of intelligence, you think of your ability to learn new things. When you start off as a kid, you have plenty of fluid intelligence. In fact, it's the healthiest until you're about 30, and after age 30, your white matter begins to deteriorate, and this is another topic. Alzheimer's disease occurs because there's degradation of the brain, and at that point of your life, having a healthy brain is very important. But going back to white matter is on the inner brain, not so much on the inner brain, but it's not on the outside of the brain, it's more towards the center. And what it does is it is able to connect the various parts of the brain together. It's able to send signals, relay signals, like, hey, did you hear that? And it's saying that to your sight. Then my sight's trying to locate where the sound came from. That's a small little way in which white matter's working. And it can also, since we're a much highly developed species like us humans, we don't just use it for simple things, we can use it for abstract thought. And therefore fluid intelligence is the ability to make those quick connections between anything that is of relevance to the subject. And you use that extensively in your early years to learn new things. That's a gray matter initially. I mean, white matter is initially what people use to learn and pick up things quickly. And then once you pick up on these things, they are sent to different processing centers. So the things that I heard, smelled, saw, heard, tasted, they are all processed various parts of the brain, and not all parts are equal. It's not like you have your temporal lobe on the side, and that's dealing with sound, and with smell, sound and smell, and you have your parietal lobe that's in charge of processing visual things, reasoning, but that's different. We're talking just senses here. Visualization, and also the front of the brain. This is the frontal cortex, which is unique to humans. And this part of the brain is able to look back at itself. It's able to look back at everything else that is happening. It's able to do that. It's not you're not just living anymore. You're able to look at your thoughts. You're able to look at it almost in a third person point of view over here, and you can tell different parts of the brain to do something specifically, and that's where you make decisions. That's where you have attention control, reward center, for the front part of the brain. And so gray matter are these processing centers. White matter also overlaps the whole brain. So the whole brain is one big thing in gray matter. In white matter, the brain is one big thing. In gray matter, it's separated. They're separate. It's static. It's crystallized intelligence. It's static. It's there. It's not gonna move. It's like it's recording. It's program. Like it's there. It's a process. It's a processor. I mentioned it in another video. But crystallized intelligence is where you're storing things that are relevant. You're storing long-term memories, and therefore it is going to get stronger as you get older, because you learn about the world. Everybody's the same this way, once you start learning about the world, there's a lot of questions that you start learning the answers to start like becoming less important to you. So those connections that you're making in your white matter are no longer there anymore, because they're already part of crystallized intelligence. It's already a given for the subject. And this is the part. The crystallized intelligence is what sticks around later on in life. And that is for now what I wanted to make. I don't want to make this video too long regarding fluid intelligence and crystallized intelligence.